Sometimes it's good to know how to relax, how to bring yourself back to your center. The mind, it can be incredibly tenacious, continuous, feeding into itself again and again in a circle of agitation and confusion. There are some things that you can burn and some ideas to keep in mind if you need to relax your mind. You might want to choose music that you like. You'll find that rain, lightning, and storm is often fairly relaxing. Helps us sleep. It helps our mind feel that very tactile connection to nature. Because when we think of water, when we hear it falling, when we hear the raindrops, there's something within us that touches us deep within our DNA. Our ancestors heard the same kind of rain, the same kind of lightning, the storm, the wind. It's almost like these things have been a constant companion with humanity the whole time that we've had these sense organs. When you're in a storm, when you smell rain, it touches your skin, the coolness. The wind cools it further on your skin. The lightning, it doesn't just flash. You can feel it. It vibrates through the earth. And there's this electricity in the air, not just near where a lightning bolt strikes, but even far off. All of our senses combine: the smell of water, the smell of a lake or the ocean on the rain. All of these things combine and give us subtle impressions just from hearing storm, rain. All these subtle impressions from former lives and from our ancestors. Sound itself can trigger these subtle impressions that is buried deep within us. Sometimes it's useful for our mind to contemplate these things while we're listening and understand them on a deeper level. There's also different kinds of music you can have. There's plenty of combinations on YouTube. I find Tibetan throat singing and storms to be most my vibe. Some other things to keep in mind to center yourself and relax is Nag Champa. This incense you can find many places, online or in gas stations, but Nag Champa in general, what I'm burning before the Divine Mother Kali here, is a good offering for Kali, but it's also a good incense to burn when you're meditating, when you want to bring a level of peace to a room, or when you want to calm your senses through smelling the Nag Champa. Other subtle impressions are conjured up. The woody, sandalwood smell of Nag Champa with a subtle sweetness reminds us of trees, of the earth, and subtly sweet flowers, as if they've been tread into the ground and still cast their smell upon the wind. Another thing I would recommend is just 1 or 2 leaves, maybe with a stem, of white sage. I have dragon's blood white sage that I burn, and this is what I have right here. But white sage, if you can burn it outside while you're relaxing, if you can burn it inside, there's very few places you can do that. I can burn it inside here, but you can just burn it outside. This is something else you can add. It will increase the vibration and cast aside any negative energy, far more than Nag Champa will. White sage is extremely purifying. That's something that I burn regularly, outside in graveyards and in this room. Another item to keep in mind is Palo Santo. This sacred wood has a much more soft smell than even sandalwood. Sandalwood has more of it's a little bit sharper smell, and sandalwood is still very mellow. Palo Santo is a holy wood, and it's been used by Native American tribes just like the white sage. And though I have Native American in me, you don't have to be Native American to have a connection to these materials, to these ingredients. You don't have to be Indian to be connected to Nag Champa. These are all human connections. Palo Santo, very purifying wood. I would say it's just as purifying as white sage, if not a little bit more. But you have to know how to burn it, and it burns. It doesn't burn as evenly all the time as white sage does, and it doesn't produce as much smoke. It's more of a subtle wood, but this is very purifying, very relaxing, and touches something deep within us, within all human beings. I often use matches for these, whether it be incense, or dragon's blood, white sage, or Palo Santo. There's something about matches that also strikes something within us. Our connection to fire. In matches, it's more pure. It's more in contact with natural ingredients, more so than a lighter or butane. But you don't need to burn the white sage even this much. You don't even need this much white sage. Jai Ma. Om Shri Mahakalikaye Namaha. Om Shri Mahakalikaye Namaha. Om Shri Mahakalikaye Namaha. Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. White sage is very pungent, and it will fill a room. It will fill a house. If you have a crack under the door, I wouldn't recommend burning inside. Most people won't like it, unless you're in very particular circumstances. But it will purify a house. It will also cast its smell throughout the entire house if you have a space under a door in the room that you're burning it in. Om Shri Mahakalikaye Namaha. You can often allow the fire to dance up Palo Santo wood. And whenever you feel it's burned enough and you don't want to burn it all up, it will not burn for as long as white sage most of the time. Om Shri Mahakalikaye Namaha. Om Shri Mahakalikaye Namaha. Jai Ma, Jai Ma, Jai Ma. And those will burn for a little longer. The white sage is almost out. The Palo Santo is already going out. At any rate, I hope this has been useful, interesting, and I hope that you will use anything that you learned, if you learned anything at all. Thank you very much for watching. Like this video, leave a comment, share it wherever you like. And most importantly, Jai Ma. Jai Ma.